Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Iman Nur Hana binti Zafrullah and I'm from Sekolah Bahasa Bendang Siam. And today I will be talking about one of my favorite books titled Jewel. This book is written by Poppy Share and it has 80 pages. The story starts with a young girl named Sophie who came to the carnival with her family. At the carnival, she rode a magical carousel that can teleport her to another timeline. Sophie and Jewel, who suddenly alive, got teleported to a dark place at the edge of an old-fashioned town. There, they both met a young girl named Lucy. Lucy was a highway girl, meaning that she robbed carriages for a living. However, Sophie learned that she didn't want to be a highway girl. She was forced by her uncle. After spending a night at Lucy's house and being a friend with her, Sophie was shocked to learn that Lucy's uncle was the notorious highwayman Galloping Jim. Turns out, Lucy was an orphan, and Lucy's uncle took her in, and for the return, she must be a highway girl and help him rob carriages. If Galloping Jim is arrested, Lucy will be sent to the poorhouse, which is terrible for children. Sophie quickly sympathized with Lucy and decided to get Galloping Jim arrested for his crime and save Lucy from her evil uncle. Then, Sophie heard that the Galloping Jim planned to rob a private coach, Lady Amelia Gray, who went to the ball that night. So, Sophie secretly went to report to the town constable, Mr. Joy. Sophie was hesitant at first because Lucy was begging her not to report her uncle as she would be sent to the poorhouse. But Sophie decided she wanted to save Lucy from her uncle's abuse. After she reported to the constable, they both went to Lady Amelia Gray and Lady Amelia Maynard to plan the capture of the Galloping Jim. As Lady Amelia Coachman was injured and one of the ponies were lame, Sophie bravely offered to be the coachman's substitute and Jewel as the substitute pony. That night, Lady Amelia went to the ball, and Mr. Joy following her secretly. On their way to the ball, the Galloping Jim suddenly appeared. As he about to snatch the lady's jewel, Mr. Joy caught him and tied him up. After they caught the Galloping Jim, they went to the town and met Lucy there. When Lucy saw that her uncle has been captured, Lucy was worried that she might have to go back to the poorhouse. Luckily, Mr. Joy decided to adopt her. Sophie was relieved that she could help Lucy escape from her evil uncle, and that she could live happily with a loving family. After she bids her goodbyes to her friend, Sophie returned to the carnival, and Jewel has turned into a wooden pony once again. I have learned a lot from this story that I read. First, we must be brave when we face any challenges or standing up for someone. Sophie was really brave to report the Galloping Jim's plan to the town constable. Second, we must try our best to help anyone in need. Just like Sophie, who helped the constable to capture the Galloping Jim so she could help Lucy escape from her uncle's abuse. Lastly, we must trust our friend for doing the right things. Just like Lucy, who trusted Sophie letters so she could escape from her uncle and live happily with a new loving family. And I really enjoy reading this book because the adventure of Sophie and Jewel was very interesting and very magical. And I really hope everyone could join the journey of Sophie and Jewel the pony as well. That's all from me today, everyone. Thank you for listening.